if you asked me last year, and really even in 2020, but definitely last year, and you've asked me in 2019, like what's the fall market going to be like? I would always say, ask me the first part of November, because we have seen a slow start the fall market. Now we're like in year number, I think 7 or 8. We're hitting in like year 7 or 8, where the fall market really hasn't started to pick up until beginning to middle of November, and sometimes not till the end of November. I want to say that right now, the difference is we're in a different economy. The interest rate hike really killed us. We saw a pickup about middle of July, which was, and I'm talking primarily new construction condos. That's why we're on this call. Besides this 2-week spike we had about the middle towards the end of July, it has been a typical slow summer. The thing is, unlike the last several years where I'm like, let's wait till we see where the market is in October, I'm really interested to see where the market goes in the next 3 weeks. The reason I say that is our showings have picked up some, but I'm hopeful that we will see a pickup. But pricing is going to be extremely important. I would say it's presentation, pricing, and patience. So it's got to show well. Give me a finished product, have it staged, have good photos. Got to be priced right. It's not about what you pay for the building. It's not about price. We already have the presentation. I think your price is fine. And this is really about patience. And right now it is about patience. With that said, it's not doom and gloom. The market's not going anywhere. It's just, you got to have patience. And if you're looking at putting things on the market in the next 12 24 months, we cannot assume it's going to go up from where it is now. More importantly than that, as I tell a lot of developers, is make sure from the time you have that certificate of occupancy, you have enough carrying costs built in to take that project. Instead of selling out in 2 months, it may take 5 months.
Skip Clasper here with Sandy Spring Bank. We're continuing to experience a very volatile market the entire summer. And I think that's certainly been impacting buyer demand, what people want to spend, what people are willing to pay, what they can qualify for. It's certainly impacting the overall market here in a slower market in August. We're also seeing some interesting things with the spread of interest rates. Non-conforming rates are much more attractive today than conforming interest rates. How markets continue to shift during inflation, during a lot of these sell-offs on the 10-year Treasury, during a lot of these sell-offs on Wall Street, as to how these mortgage-backed securities actually trade.
There are just times when unfortunately, you can't panic. I will give you some advice though. This is the time to button up those buildings.
I think since we're seeing the buyer demand lessen, it's all the more reason to give more competitive products to these buyers, to maybe open up buyers that weren't otherwise going to be purchasing or weren't previously in the market.
Really, you got to start, you're going to have to start getting a little creative. But for right now, my biggest advice is relax. We all have to ride this out together. And hopefully it's only another 30 to 60 days until we really see a pickup. But then we still have to absorb all our inventory. So it's going to take a little while. But this is not anything new to most of you if you've been selling in that summer fall market in the last couple of years.